I forgot I need to add the orange. Actually, you know what?
You doing now?
I'm gonna use the newer and see how many I get. It's gonna be brutal. No pain, no gain. That's the game we play. We gotta be cruising for a bruising. Oh yeah.
Good.
Woo. That was that's brutal on the grip too. A lot more brutal.
Yeah. Well, once it gets heavier, it gets brutal on the grip.
I think I wanna dig out my cutoff gloves. You don't think? I mean, do gloves take away as much as straps do?
What do you mean?
Just gloves,
Take away as much what?
as much tension or as much on the forearms as as straps do.
Gloves suck for grabbing. Gloves don't help you grab anything. You're still gonna have a weak grip, and they do nothing for you.
Hmm.
Gloves are not a scrap.
I
You'll be
had.
better off with shock than you are with gloves.
Mm, I guess they're just keep your hands like baby hands. I mean, I already got a lot of calluses, especially right there underneath the first knuckle. Now I'm on the normal pair force. That joker's brutal.
Which one?
For me, the newer pair of force versus
As
the old
compared to
one.
the other one?
Yeah. It's gonna take some time for my grip to catch on that one to, you know, grip strength to catch up on that one because it's a big difference. That one makes me kind of think maybe I need to go get my yoga block from upstairs out of the plastic. Oh, so you leave Thursday and come back Saturday or Sunday?
Hmm?
When you coming back?
On Sunday.
Sunday. Is it just a single day competition or is it multi days?
I think it's just one day.
Okay. And all it is just doing various poses.
I, that part I don't know. I'm assuming.
I want to start seeing some strongman competitions with the X3 bands.
Well, but that's not much of an entertainment value.
Why
Yeah,
not?
some competitions are entertaining because you're carrying a rock or you're carrying something that looks entertaining. It's not going to
Yeah.
look entertaining. Carrying a band doesn't look very entertaining to anybody.
Oh, it's entertaining watching you when you do like two blacks and then you got
Yeah,
one
but
up on your shoulders too.
that doesn't look very useful. When you see somebody lifting a tree, then that looks like, wow, impressive, right?
You think you can carry one of those rocks?
It depends what kind of rock it is. I could probably do a lot of those rocks, but those rocks eventually always hurt your freaking back
Yeah.
because of the angle you got to grab that in. It's not just you got to practice carrying those rocks. That's not just those rocks are looking for you to get hurt. That's not a real. It's just a stupid kind of idea. You got to be strong to do it. But not only that, even when you're strong, they all get injured because guess what you're doing? You're not doing a form that's good for your back.
Yeah.
You are hurting your literally your spine. You have to put yourself into these stupid positions because it's not a very uh,
I've watched some of them. Yeah. It's definitely not
like
good for
literally
you.
you hyperextend your back trying to push that around depending on your height or your the shorter people really have a real problem, especially the ones that you because then certain competitions are better for short, certain things are really set up in a way that it makes no sense. Like if you're the rock, no, if you're the mountain, the rock lifting one where you put it on top of that stupid thing, that's very easy for you because first of
Yeah.
all it only goes to waist level for her. While you see some people that literally have to hyperextend on their toenails to try to put that rock up there.
I think the one where they got to lift the lead or steel filled kegs and toss those over the beam that's way above them. I
Yeah,
think that one.
that's another very stupid competition right there. That's waiting for it to hit and land on somebody's head. Literally, that's waiting for something to go wrong, and eventually will happen because when you throw those around a couple times, you're really tired. Those things are heavy as hell, and that requires. So I guarantee you, eventually somebody's going to toss it. It's going to hit the pole that it hits, and you're sometimes so tired you just can't move very well. You're no longer thinking straight. That thing is going to come right back down, land on somebody's head, and there goes that. You ain't surviving that one. It's just not a very well thought out competition. For there's a lot of things in it that are really not this move here is it really useful.
I mean, what about pulling the semi trucks?
Have people not seen tow trucks exist?
It's
Yeah,
it's showing you the
it's just a
strongest man in
reality.
the
Like,
world.
are humans forklifts? Like they really ain't. So you're really like doing these things that you're like, yeah, impressive, but what's the point of this? To hurt yourself?
I think one of these days I could pull a 3500. I don't know about no semi. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. You get up on these heavier ones and you feel it all in your arms. We're trying to just keep good control on it. That was amazing. I got 17 to touch my waist.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing good.
Once I break 20, then I go to the newer dark gray. What's for lunch today?
I don't know yet. Don't know. Well, most likely it'll be picanha, filet mignon, ribeye, and sirloin.
Do you make it through the entire fat cap?
Yeah.
Some of that just seems so chewy. It's just like when I sent you a picture of the uncooked version of that ribeye. Man, there was parts of the marble in it. I was just like, I can't eat that. It was worse than a piece of chewing gum. Oh. But that steak turned out good. I think I had it at medium rare in the main portion of it. I need to get a actual little divider so it's not cooking the edge so much because it's closer to the coals. I need to get one where it actually builds it up a little more on the side so that way it doesn't extra cook whatever's closest to it. And also with the divider, it's going to stop the heat from radiating so far, but it'll still work as an oven. But I had a good sear on it.
Yeah.
My wife sat there and watched me eat the whole thing. I got about halfway done. She was like, "Are you full?" I'm like, "Nope." And then I got to the very center part, finished all the fat and what gristle I could eat. And she's like, "You full?" I'm like, "Nope." And then I got to where there's only like 3 or 4 bites left. And she's like, "You're full?" I'm like, "Nope." And I got done. She's like, "You full?" I'm like, "Nope." These 1 kilos of beef, I'm not full anymore after eating them. I done gotten used to it. One of these days, I'm gonna try to do some pull-ups. Just so I could do the first pull-up ever in my life.
Yeah.
You know, being a heavy person all your life. It's one of the things. I mean, I've done them with bands and one of the machines where it's got the weight to offset you. I've done it that, but I've never done a full body weight pull up. I'm gonna get there one day next year. Or maybe this year. But I think more so next year. Maybe by the end of next year I could do a muscle up too. That'd be cool.
A muscle
You
up.
ever? Yeah. You ever try to do any of those calisthenics? Not to see like how many you can do, but just see if you can do some of them.
There's nothing hard about a muscle up. That's pretty easy.
Do you think it's easier than a pull up?
A muscle up, it isn't easier than a pull up. A proper muscle up isn't easier than a pull up. Most people don't know how to do a proper muscle up or a proper pull up.
Mm. Well, if I can get to do at least one of them, I'll be happy. I'm not in it for competition, just in it for I could do one. Let's get this lean going. How's that? Is that a good lean? If I lean any more, it's oh, oh. Did you get your monstrous workout in? Yep.
My who?
Your monstrous workout in?
That always happens earlier. Usually.
Oh. I know sometimes you get it in just before this time. So when do you think it's time for a user to use straps? Usually the elite and higher
For the users to what?
use straps. Like
Yeah, they
the
eat higher usually.
yeah.
Once it really gets heavy.
Is it what, black plus light gray or dark gray that equals the elite?
It depends on the bands you have. Is that the dark gray will be more than the elite.
Oh, okay. Well, I was talking Paraforce. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do normal squats. I want to see how much I can do now with doing split squats for so long. I'm gonna do just the new Paraforce black tomorrow and see how that is. If it ends up being a little easy, then I'll do the new Paraforce black and white. But you're saying probably the new Paraforce black and the light gray would be about the elite, right?
The Power Force black and the dark gray will be close to the elite or a little bit
Oh,
more. The light gray might be, but it all depends on which Power Force or it depends on what elite. You could have a light elite or a heavy elite. There's no
so
real
the
way. You'll probably get a better workout with the black and the light gray than the elite band. The Power Force are a better workout than the elite band.
yeah, but aren't the latex? I mean, aren't they almost always are pretty much close to being in less of a variation than the Paraforce
Not
on the
really.
resistance,
I have
or is it
all different size elite bands that all feel differently.
all of them the X3?
Yeah. Same as every other band that I have. They all feel different.
Hmm. I thought the latex because they've been made a lot longer and the material. I thought they would be closer to being the same versus the Paraforce being definitely a different material and if the mixture isn't spot on, it would be slightly variable. Oh, I think in a couple weeks I'll be ready to try that white and orange with the Alpha grips. Whew. So when you going to take a road trip to Europe and come meet some of your students?
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do that.
start off in the UK, meet up with what's his name, David, and who's the Spanish guy? Trying to
Julio.
remember his name. Yeah, Julio. Both of them are in the UK, and I think both of them are near London. So I think that would be an easy one. And then you got me in Belgium. That's a 5-hour drive, or like I think 3 to 4 hour train ride. Of course, I could take the day off and come pick you up. Got anybody else in Europe yet? Or is it just the 3 of us? I'm not gonna be able to do that one. I wonder if maybe I could convince Johan to come out and meet you, and not make you come to the boonies where he is, because he's definitely in the boonies. That was a good workout.
Yeah, it was. How you feel?
Winded? No, I got miles to go to reach you. I'll get there one
You only
day.
have to reach yourself, senor.
Oh yeah, I know that, but you're still the bar for the standard. I know I'm down here, but I gotta get up here. One of these days I'll get it where I can do a pair force split with a pair force on top. Actually, you did dark gray with the alpha and then a black split.
With the what?
The one where you did the alpha grips. That was a dark gray with the alpha grips and a
Yeah,
black for the split.
yeah.
How much longer till you get the black for the alphas?
It all depends. It's just hard to hold in your hand sometimes.
Yeah. You got another bar.
Yeah, but the key is to drop it. Dropping the
Oh
bar
yeah, you
doesn't
don't
work as
want to
well
drop
because
that.
you got to throw the bar. I mean, you could
Yeah.
grab the bar. It's just more comfortable to hold the band in your hand like that and let it go at full. The bar, you have to like be more on the way down and throw it to something, while the band like that, it just bounces off of anything. It doesn't matter. You can't
Yeah.
hurt yourself with it in a sense. Well, with the
Uh,
bar,
if you hit
you got
yourself,
to
I
take care
mean,
of
it
the
would
bar. You don't
sting a
want to
little
hurt the
bit.
bar either. You got to take more caution with dropping the bar. That the band is doubled.
Get that bar going at that speed, especially with black, and
Yeah.
hit something. It'd break something.
Yeah, it'll break the hook, the whatever. Because I've had the bar hit me from one of my niece's boyfriend was doing the shoulder press, and I had him do the dark gray power force, but the test band. I hadn't noticed that it was a test band, and he stood up, and that nearly dropped him down because that's so much heavier. It's almost like the black band, and that fell out of his hand. And I caught the bar in my hand at the bottom, and it landed on my hook. The hook landed in my hand, and I caught it like it looked like a movie scene where I just caught it and it just stayed stuck there. But
It
literally,
hurt.
the hook moved.
It
How that
hurt,
didn't break
didn't it?
my hand?
It
Like
was
my hand just
painful
went and
though.
grabbed it, like just like in a second. But the hook itself moved out of the way. It hit my hand so hard that it moves like the hook. I can move it up and down.
So it hit you like
Yeah,
this,
exactly, just like that.
and then rolled.
Well, I just grabbed that and it stayed stuck in my hand, like literally.
Oh.
I was lucky my head was not in the way. But that's how much stronger those test bands are than the regular band. He was not ready for it because he was able to already do the power force dark gray, but somehow I didn't notice I was putting the test band, and when he tried to push up, the thing just like threw him back down.
Well, yeah, I've only heard you mention the test black. I never heard you mention the other ones.
They
But
were all test. The test ones are all a level higher than the actual color. So like the white's really like light gray is really dark gray, like that.
so you take that black and light gray, and it'll be more than the elite then.
Yeah, or at least the elite level or more. Yeah, it's very they're very heavy because that black is very particularly almost like the elite. It's very close. You don't get that much more. You don't get that less. Like when you do that black band, it's almost like doing the elite band. You're not gonna get the same amount of reps. Nowhere near.
Does it still though being a paraforce still give you that little looseness at the start versus the
Yeah, but it's
elite
just
where
heavier.
it's yeah.
That's why forever I always thought, well, these things are just heavier to begin with.
Because
And then when I got the other power force,
your
I'm like, wow,
ancestral.
these things are like butter. But put it this way, like I was always able to shoulder press the black band, even the original black bands. You cannot
Uh-huh.
shoulder press this black band, the test one. It doesn't move. It like literally looks at you and goes, "What are you talking about? You're not pushing this up."
Oh, you can't overhead press that one?
No, you can't overhead press that one because it's too
Oh.
much like the elite.
Mm.
You automatically, when you stand up to, let's say, when you first stand up and just hold it in your hand before you get in position for that, you already could tell this thing is too heavy. You go, this is not normal.
So by the time you get it here, you're like, no.
Yeah, you're going, wow. Everything's starting to hurt already. Your elbows will be hurting. Everything's like hurting. How that guy did that elite, and that was a big guy. That's an impressively strong person.
Was that Johan?
No, Johan can't do no elite.
Oh no, who was it that
No, that was a fireman. A fireman in a place that he's the only person that's been shown to do the shoulder press, and he only did it like the first time he did it, it was like one, and he was like, "What the heck is this?" Then they showed him again, and he got under control and did like 3 reps with it. It was an impressive fellow. I mean, the guy looked huge to begin with, but it isn't just being big. You could see the strength in that person. You could see the amount of core and strength and his arms. Everything about him was just like, this guy is strong.
Yeah, when I do that dark gray for the overhead press, even though I'm still controlling it, I do feel it in my back.
Yeah, this guy was at a whole different level. This person grabs you by the neck, you ain't surviving. Better bring your sledgehammer and your whatever and hope you hit the right spot. It's somewhat like fighting the mountain in that thing, where when he's asking him, "Are you gonna fight him for me?" He says, "Are you crazy?" He says, with the mountain, and you could do everything perfect. You could be fighting it in every which way perfect, and then just one mistake by you, and it's over, because his power is so much that it's just, he doesn't have to be perfect. He doesn't even have to be good. It's just his power is so much that if one thing goes wrong for you, it's over. Literally,
like
that's
the
how he got
mountain
away with
from
all the
Game of
fights, right?
Thrones. Like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly, like that. That's how strong this guy is. You're looking at a person. This person doesn't even have to know how to fight. A lot of people are true. Everything is skilled. And listen, there's some people that are just huge and strong. They don't have to know much. You better have the skill, and then you better hope everything goes your way, anyways.
Better hope they don't land once. They
Exactly,
land
because
once, it's
if
done.
just
It's game
that one
over.
thing happens, it's over. And it doesn't have to be a perfect blow by them. It doesn't have to be nothing. It's just their sheer power is so much that it's just like you're setting yourself out. The best answer there is you run the other way. You got to know when that's not what I'm doing here. Let me tell you.
It's like those jokes about outrunning the bears, that you outrun the person, any other person near you.
Yeah. Knock down the person next to you.
Because playing dead when it comes to bear, it ain't gonna matter.
They're strong as hell.
So same bat time, same bat place tomorrow.
Yeah. All right.
But Thursday you're on the road.
Playing around that time.
Okay. All right, man. Well, enjoy.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.